I'm here today with Wookalily. Is that how you do
that's
your
it.
band?
Yeah, that's how you send it.
Okay.
With some Converse.
How did y'all meet?
Well, I'm originally from Wales, but I moved over to Belfast about 10 years ago, and Adele got in touch with me. They were looking for a drummer at the time because the drummer that they had was having to leave the band for work. So I just met Adele and had an audition and joined the band that way. But since then we've become good friends. That was like 7 years ago or so I joined the band now. So
Was it that long?
yeah, it's about 6 or 7 years, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lindsay had to go through a grueling audition process. We had clipboards and videoed her singing, and asked her loads of questions. Claire and Sharon, they knew each other from school.
But it's Adele that started the band here, and she's kept it going for the past 10 years. There's been a few lineup changes, but for the past, say, 5 years, it's just been the 5 girls you see now on Facebook and on online. So, yeah.
Did y'all take up music in school or?
I did music in school, and the teacher did say, Louise shows a bit of promise. I think I did well in one of my exams. He said, "Oh, you should be learning instruments." So I just took up the drums, and I borrowed the school drum kit one year for the summer holidays, and my brother played guitar as well, so I had somebody to jam with. So I was about 14 when I started playing the drums.
I was the only person in my class, in music class at school, who played guitar, but it was never nurtured or, anything like that. We weren't encouraged that way in our school. And I played the bagpipes when I was about 9. So I'm a bit of a blow.
Y'all just come out with y'all's second album. Everything is normal.
Yeah, except the little things inside my head, which is very apt. Because we're all mad, especially Louise.
Thanks, Adele. Yeah, we recorded that one most recently, and we actually recorded it in an analog studio, which was really good fun. We've only recorded the normal way, so it was an adventure, and it was a bit of a different process, a little bit more nerve-wracking, but I think it's produced a really warm sound, and we're really proud of it.
It's very different to the first album, but we're equally as proud of it.
Yeah, the first album's kind of like country, Americana, with a bit of an Irish take on it. But then our second album, it's just, we call it alternative folk or folk noir, but really it doesn't have a genre, it's just a mix of what we were all deciding to play, and it's just what kind of came out of us 5,
It wasn't contrived. But it's gone a bit darker. We've passed over to the dark side.
I'm gonna play a track off of it.
Great.
Here we go.
Time will tally my forever folly, the stripe of the stricken soul. Time will tally my forever folly, the stripe of the stricken soul. Time will tally my forever folly, the stripe of the stricken soul. Time will tally my forever folly, the stripe of the stricken soul. Stripe of the stricken soul. Stripe of the stricken soul.
That's us up going off into space.
That's just a section of one of the songs that we have at the end called Forever Folly, and we just took just the voices as an intro to the whole album, and that was, like I said, recorded on analog, and they took the producer took our voices and sped them up to make them sound like a child choir, but it was actually all of us guys singing, so just a bit of an experiment, really.
We sang it in a lower key, and then when she sped it up, it was in the right key.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Do y'all like to be called the 5 women and 10 instruments? Do y'all like to be called
10 instruments? I think there's probably more than 10 instruments now.
There is, for sure. Like, we couldn't fit it all in the car for gigs. On the album, we just had Hammond organ, piano, and double bass. Our banjo player took up double bass, and she played a brilliant job on the album.
And Claire played the trumpet. She hadn't played it since she was 9 years old at school, so she thought, yeah, I'll give it a go. And
sounded good.
we call it drunk trumpet because it sounds like she's drunk. Drunk in charge of a trumpet.
So Adelia plays banjo, mandolin, and guitar, and also writes all of our music, apart from just 2 songs on the album, which 2 of the other girls wrote. But I just do backing vocals and play the drums because I've got a seat. Why would I want to change, you know? I'm happy on my little chair.
Just lazy.
But yeah, it amazes me, you know, at gigs, I'm just sitting there playing the drums and everybody's changing over, and there's one song where we actually change our instruments mid-song, and
But you play the bass on that one.
I play the bass. I keep the bass drum going and I pick up the bass guitar and try and do both at the same time so that Sharon can get off the double bass to play the lead solo on the guitar, so it's quite a spectacle to watch.
When y'all write music, do y'all always write in a group or separate?
Not yet. I mostly write the songs and then bring them to the band, and then they wookify them and do their magic. Louise is very good at arranging, and Claire and Lindsay have written as well, and I think they're going to bring more songs to the table, but I think next year we could write together. Louise and I have written for a short horror movie, so that was fun. That was the first time we had written together.
Okay. Where can people go and download the new album?
It's only available on Bandcamp at the moment, but next year we plan to release it on all of the streaming sites. We just didn't think it was the right time to do that just yet, so you can order it physically from Bandcamp, and you can order it as a digital download.
Okay. Where can people go and see your videos of events and tour dates?
At wookalily.com. That's WOOKALILY.com. And everything, you can find everything on there, blogs, and we've got a merch shop on there as well where you can order t-shirts and tote bags and things. And all of our events are listed on there.
We're also just on Facebook and Instagram and all the usual places, so whatever people use, you can find us.
And Twitter and
yep.
Okay.
There's too many.
Well, thanks for being on the show today. I really enjoyed talking to you.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
It's lovely to meet you.
And happy Christmas.
You too.